name's Allison Ewing. I am a licensed clinical social worker. I have over 20 years of experience working in mental health and child welfare, and recently I started a foundation, and we're going to be donating to FSC for a variety of reasons that I wanted to talk about today.
Wonderful.
So one of the things that I personally learned, I taught crisis prevention for over a decade, and in the model that I taught, we had this 4-day training for all of our staff. And we spent the first 3 full days talking simply about how to prevent the crisis rather than how to respond to it once it actually happens. And I realized in that process how important the prevention is. And it's tricky, right? Because it's invisible work. It's not seen. Nobody really knows what crisis was prevented. You simply know when a crisis is in the news and everybody reacts to it. You don't know what ones were, waylaid by the work that's being done. But I can tell you from having done this work for so long, there's a lot of crisis that's prevented when there's good quality clinicians working in the community. So for each individual that a clinician at FSC is working with, that entire family system is impacted, and sometimes even more than the family, right? One of the things I often reflect on is how staff would come up to me and be so grateful for the interventions that I was teaching them. And they would say to me, this not only though helped me professionally, this helped me personally. This has helped me be a better parent. This has helped me be a better partner to my spouse. And every time FSC is going into the schools and training the teachers, hosting events where they're teaching parents, working with community providers and first responders, every person who gets exposed to valuable lessons and information that FSC has to share that impact not only the work that they're doing professionally, maybe teachers' abilities to respond to students' mental health needs, but also their ability to respond to their own mental health needs, their own struggles and stress, their family's struggles and stress, which impact them, and there's the ripples. That's where it starts occurring, where it starts, bleeding out more and more and more and affecting more people in the community. What I particularly love about what FSC does is they don't form these community interventions in a vacuum. It's not like they're deciding behind closed doors, okay, we're going to teach this, and then they go out and teach it. They actually integrate and work in the community at a very deep level. They're very involved with, speaking to community providers, speaking to the schools, asking for input. What do you guys need? What do you want? What are your struggles? And then they form specific programming for addressing those needs that the community is asking for. There's a lot of people out there who avoid services still because maybe because of the stigma that is still a little bit out there, or simply not knowing how to access it. A lot of teenagers in particular, they're not talking to their parents. They're dealing with it on their own, or they're talking to their friends. If all it takes is for one teen to be served by FSC, for other teens, other friends of theirs to be able to connect with and to get some information from and to get some help from. FSC is dropping multiple stones into a pond with their work touching on, helping these families, helping these community providers, helping these teenagers. All those ripples of calm, of moving people out of fight or flight, of teaching them coping skills and mindfulness and all these things that we know in the research is effective at preventing mental health crises. It creates something even more powerful, something even more lovely. And that's what's happening in our community thanks to FSC. I have known the executive director, Dr. Renee Dominguez, for many years, and I know her to be an excellent clinician, an amazing administrator, and I know that everything that is being funded at FSC is going to the best possible use and highest good as a result of that. I also am a person who lives in this community, and my kids do go to the schools. So my mom friends will just say, oh, did you see this program that the school is having? I know that people are excited about the programming, accessing the programming, and that it's really making a difference in people's lives. Because of the incredible work being done at FSC, my foundation is going to be donating $40,000 to this agency, and we're also offering an additional $10,000 in match to anyone who's donating tonight, because we know that we're dropping a big rock in creating a nice ripple for FSC with this donation, but we also know it's not enough, and we need everybody who is able to in attendance tonight to step up as well and create more ripples in this pond so that we can impact our entire community and allow FSC to keep doing the incredible work they're doing right now.